Hey guys, so today I'm going to be going over some of my best theories that I've made on my channel, and I just made a video about my worst theories. That was quite an adventure to go on, looking at all my terrible theories in the past. So if you want to see that video, then click this right now, and if you want to see both of these videos, then just watch all of this video and then go back to that one. And yeah, because they're pretty wacky adventures. So we're going to start off with this playlist. I like ice cream. I have some good theories here, and I don't have many because I don't want the video to be really long. But we're going to start off with Gravity Falls Secrets of Wendy Corduroy. So this video didn't have like much to be proud of, but the main thing is towards the ending when I say that my theory is that Wendy is the ice bag on the Bill Cipher wheel. I do have a few reasons I chose this, and then I go on to say why Wendy is always near ice, whether it be the convenience store or at the Gravity Falls Carnival, she is around the ice. Now, this is a good theory because I kept mentioning this in my older videos, and I kept saying the possibility that she was ice. And keep in mind that I did mention there were other characters who could be ice, but I did always think that Wendy was the most likely candidate for that. And this was just a pretty good prediction because Wendy was like the best one for ice, and some other people thought other things, so that's why I included this on the list. Grunkle Stan's true identity, big secrets revealed. Now, this was an interesting video because I talk about the future of Grunkle Stan, and keep in mind this was made February 13th, 2014. This was way before the beginning of Season 2, so all we had to go off of was a Season 1 finale, which was Grunkle Stan in the lab, and then we didn't know if he was going to be evil. So in this video, I say all this stuff about Grunkle Stan, and they're pretty good theories, so this can ultimately tell us if he will be good or evil later on in this series. There are some theories about this portal, two major ones being him rescuing his twin brother or him trying to stop Bill. As you can see, neither of these theories prove he is a bad guy. Alright, so I mentioned the major theory at the portal, and it's a pretty good one that he's using it to rescue his brother, and that's a big theory for the show that we didn't really have any idea, because at this point we didn't even know if Grunkle Stan had a twin brother. But anyway, in Land Before Swine, he saves Waddles at the very end. And I mentioned that Grunkle Stan is a nice person. He's not going to turn evil, which as we know by now is completely true, especially since he's the hero of Gravity Falls. It is possible that Stan could use the portal for evil, but it is most likely not going to be used for that. So Stan will probably rescue his twin brother or stop Bill Cipher. And I mentioned stopping Bill or doing something with the Secret Society, but I keep also mentioning that he will save his twin brother, and that was one of the main theories that I kept repeating on my channel throughout several other videos. And honestly, I'm surprised it was right because there was a lot of evidence, but at this time, as I said, we didn't know if he actually had a twin brother, and yeah, that was pretty surprising. So the next one is Stan's secret twin Jumbo video. Now, before I start talking about this, I want to say I did not make this theory. I did not create the entire thing. It was created by a Tumblr user, Pretty and Pwn, but I was the one who spread it around, and I did add a bunch of things to it, so it was basically like my own take on it. So I made this whole Jumbo video in the end of 2014. Keep in mind, this was like towards the beginning of Season 2, so we still didn't really have any hints of Grunkle Stan's brother. So we know Grunkle Stan has a history of stealing and he scams people. And then I talk about all this stuff like how he's riding the Stanley Mobile and then this kid. I also go through other stuff that wasn't really evidence you'd see in Pretty and Pwn's post. Like I'd find stuff on my own. Look at Grunkle Stan finding strange glasses on a table filled with dust. And then how these two look familiar. But I want to point out that this is actually an early design of Ford. And as you see, he looks completely different than he does in the show right now. But that's because the Gravity Falls crew just really didn't have any main idea of what he would look like. So then I go on to talk about this room, and it's obviously Grunkle Stan's twins room. So I was looking around in the video and I came across this. I pointed out this really specific observation seen in Dreamscapers. It's showing that like the things you see right here, they match the glasses. And then the things you see right here, they match what's on Grunkle Stan's fez. So when you add these two, it's like a symbol for Grunkle Stan and his twin brother. And look at this swing set. As we know now, it's the swing set on Glass Shard Beach. And that was where the Stan twins hung out a lot. So this was like a major symbol for the show. and I mentioned this in the whole Jumbo video, so that's a pretty good theory, and this is one of the best on my channel. I also mentioned some other stuff like this, but now let's go to Stan Pretends to be Stanley, Secrets and Theories.
Hello everyone. Today I want...
Alright, so this is one of my old voice videos, and before I begin this, I want to say, why did you guys watch my old voice videos? Because I was watching some of them, and a bunch of them were just monotone voices of me, and it was like, hey guys, so today I'm going to be going over Grunkle Stan. It was like that, and then sometimes the music was way too loud, so I don't know why that got so many views, but I guess you guys enjoyed the Secrets and Theories. But anyway, Stan Pretends to be Stanley, Secrets and Theories. This was uploaded March 6th, 2015. This was actually right before Not What He Seems aired, so that's pretty interesting. And in the video, you'll watch this.
It allows him to see the road leading to the shack and the parking lot. The totem pole is not capped by a Thunderbird.
Alright, so basically with the Thunderbirds, it's like a symbol that it's showing the Grunkle Stan we know is not being who we actually think he is. And I got this right. Like, this whole theory was exactly right. It wasn't created by me, but I added on to the evidence. And I mentioned that Grunkle Stan isn't actually Grunkle Stan. He's pretending to be his twin brother. And this is why it says Stanley, because back then we thought that his twin brother was actually named Stanley.
I mean, it is a certificate. The stamp on it clearly seems to be the word fake. So if this is a birth certificate and it is fake, could that mean it has the name Stanley Pines on it?
Alright, now this is from Not What He Seems, but it was one of the promos, so it's not the actual episode. And I was looking at this whole wall behind Grunkle Stan, thinking that some of these things might be his twin brothers, because his twin brother would be really smart, and we know Grunkle Stan isn't as school smart as him. Alright, so this was just overall a really good theory that I covered, and it was alright except for the fact that the name should be switched, because we know Grunkle Stan is named Stanley, so it should be Stan Pretends to be Stanford. Okay, I know this isn't Gravity Falls, but this is one of the wackiest things you'll see all day. If you continue watching this video, you'll know what it is. This is a future prediction I made, and it's the best theory I've ever made on any channel since Oscar1CP was one of my old channels. I am not proud of it. Don't say I'm proud of it, because this is a terrible series, and it's really stupid. But anyway, in this episode of Coolio Animations, uploaded March 29th, 2011, I made a prediction that would change the world, and it would come true, and I made the prediction before anyone else, you guys, so this is pretty wacky, pretty interesting, and I think you're going to want to see this.
You, what are you doing here? This isn't the White House. This is the Orange House.